All right, TGIF. Hope you're
Yes.
having a wonderful afternoon so far. Can't wait to get outside.
Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend to be out and about across at least most of the state. We could get a couple of showers, and especially in the northern mountains in the northeast. We'll detail that in just a second, but let's go ahead and take a look at Taos, where we have some really cool time lapse from Taos right now. Take a look at earlier this morning where we had just a few clouds hanging over the mountains. As we put this into motion, maybe we put this into motion, there we go. You can see those clouds starting to get a little bit heavier. They start to get a little bit darker, and we are actually starting to get a couple of spot showers going over the mountains. Some really cool shots from Taos in HD here, and we will continue to see a few more of those showers develop into the afternoon hours. In the metro, we've got a few clouds, but none that are going to lead to any rainfall. So we stay dry throughout the afternoon, and the temperature stays warm as well. 66 degrees the current temperature with a northeast wind at only 3 miles per hour. So you can't ask for much more. Warm temperatures, very little wind, and not much in the way of precip. It's shaping up to be a very nice weekend. Current temperatures across the rest of the state, we're now at 59 in Taos, 58 in Alamosa, 61 in Durango. Down to the south, really starting to warm things up. A far cry from where we were earlier this week. 81 right now in Roswell, 79 in Carlsbad, 63 in Ruidoso, and 72 in Tiercy and for Deming. We are looking at least some breezy locations across the state this afternoon. 33-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Raton, 24 in Las Vegas, downright windy in Clayton, 51-mile-per-hour wind gusts there. But you'll notice across much of the state, we are starting to see those winds come down. In fact, many locations not even reporting a wind gust. The winds just are not strong enough for that, and that is because that storm system is departing. We are looking at that back edge in the far northeastern corner of the state. That's the reason why they are seeing some of that gustier wind, and even a couple of showers up in Union County, and even a couple now trying to get going over the northern mountains. But for the most part, we're looking at dry conditions across the state, and that will continue to be the case as the storm continues to exit the state. We'll be punching in some drier air, and that is going to dominate our weather over the upcoming weekend. Now, the one area where we do have the chance of getting a couple of showers is in the northeast. As that storm departs, we will drag in a backdoor cold front, but it will not cool us down this time. We'll continue to warm up through the weekend. What this front will do is bring in a little bit of moisture, and that is going to help spark off a couple of those showers and storms over the northern mountains and into the northeast, maybe a couple of spot storms as far south as east central New Mexico. But that is about it for precip across the state for the weekend. Most of us staying dry, staying warm, and looking at very little wind. About the most perfect weekend you can be looking at weather-wise. Southern Colorado temperatures into the mid to upper 60s this afternoon with partly cloudy skies. Could see a spot storm or two, but more sunshine over the weekend as temperatures continue to warm. We're near 80 degrees by Monday. Over the northwest, partly cloudy skies. Highs will be into the 60s and 70s. We continue to warm up throughout the weekend, up to near 80 on Monday, better than 80 on Tuesday. Just a little cool down back into the 70s by the middle of next week. Over the southwest, mostly sunny. Highs into the 80s for most locations. We'll be in the upper 70s in Silver City through the weekend, up into the 80s by the beginning of next week, with the sunshine continuing right through at least the middle of next week. Over the southeast, mostly sunny skies here as well. Highs will be into the 70s and 80s. We could get a couple of spot storms as far south as, say, Roswell over the weekend and early next week, but not really anything to cancel any outdoor plans for. You may just see a quick storm, and then we're back to mostly sunny skies. Over the northeast, better chances here, picking up a couple of spot storms throughout the weekend. Highs into the 60s and 70s. We'll continue to warm up into early next week. Over the northern mountains, could see a couple of spot storms here as well. And then we start to dry out into early next week as temperatures continue to warm. East mountains, partly cloudy skies. Could see an isolated storm this afternoon. Highs into the low 70s. In the metro, we'll be in the mid 70s with mostly sunny skies. And the nice weather continues through the weekend. We continue to warm up as well, back into the low 80s by the beginning of next week.
All right, looks nice.